You want to know what my favorite lines are of narcissists? Well, they're not really my favorite lines, but they are the lines that you hear over and over and over from narcissists. I'm going to share them with you in this video, and the best ones are for the end, so you definitely want to hear those. They're coming up in this video. Hey there, I'm Rebecca Zung, and I'm an attorney. I'm also a narcissist negotiation expert. I've helped so many people break free from narcissistic relationships, business and personal, and I want to help you do the same thing. So make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell. I upload brand new content every single day, and you want to make sure that you get notified. So make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. Okay, so I have heard it all when helping people negotiate with narcissists and break free from these toxic relationships. And they say the same things over and over again. The thing about narcissists is that they do have a pattern of how they speak. And that's the good news. I mean, the bad news is that it is so difficult to deal with them. But the good news is that there is a pattern in dealing with them. And so if you're kind of wondering, am I dealing with a narcissist? Is it true? Is this person that I'm trying to manage, communicate with, negotiate with a narcissist? Well, check out this video and you'll know by the end of this video. And make sure you watch all the way to the end, because I do have 7 different phrases here, and all of them taken together are, kind of a checklist for you. So you can kind of see, taken together, is this person a narcissist that I'm dealing with? Okay. And as I said, I've helped millions of people through this channel, thousands of people through my practice in coaching people through negotiations, through my law practice. So I definitely have seen it all. Believe me. All right. So number 1 is you make such a big deal out of everything. This is really a form of gaslighting. And gaslighting is a way of making people feel like they're crazy. It's a form of control. It's a form of destabilizing people. It's really a way of getting a narcissist victim to believe that they don't have power. And so it's something that narcissists use to make their victims feel confused. So you make such a big deal out of everything. That's number 1. Number 2, this is really from a male to a female. Okay. And this is it your time of the month? I know it is so misogynistic. It's so degrading. It's so devaluing. And it really is just so meant to be, I'm not giving any credence to what you're saying. I'm totally going to just devalue whatever it is that just came out of your mouth, because I'm just going to say, oh, is it your time of the month? That's number 2. Number 3 is other people's wives or husbands think blah, 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 other people's spouses, or in this same vein, it's even so-and-so agrees with me. This is all in the same line of everyone else thinks, everyone else believes, or no one else thinks. It's a way of making you feel isolated. It's a way of making you feel like you're the only one who thinks this, or no one else thinks that. And it's actually also part of almost like a smear campaign that has started as well, because in that they also maybe have started to speak about you to these people. And during the discard phase, you do see the birth of the smear campaign as well. And I do have a whole video on how to shut down the narcissist smear campaign, which I highly recommend that you check out, because sometimes the smear campaign can actually start long before you even know the discard phase has started, where they started planting seeds long before. They started saying things about you long before that aren't even necessarily where I'm saying something bad about the person. They couch it in terms of concern. A lot of times I'm concerned about this person's parenting skills. I'm concerned about this person's drinking. I'm concerned about how much this person is working. I'm concerned about their long hours. I'm concerned about how much time they spend away from home, something like that, where it's a backhanded smear. And so then by the time the discard phase comes along, they can say, oh, I told you, that they spend so much time away. So that by the time it comes time to go into a custody phase or something like that, they can say, oh, I told you that they were never around, or I told you they were a terrible parent, or whatever. Even so-and-so agrees with me that you were never around and that you're a terrible parent. Everyone else thinks that you're horrible. No one else thinks that you should have custody, something like that. And so, everyone else believes this or that. And, they do the same thing even in a workplace setting. So it doesn't have to be necessarily a marriage. It can be a workplace setting too. They do the same thing. So no one else thinks that you should get this promotion. No one else thinks that you're good at sales. No one else thinks that you are very good at this job. And everyone else thinks that I'm better at it. That sort of thing. I mean, it's the same principle. You can take this same principle and apply it across the board to whatever it is that we're talking about. So that's number 3. Number 4 is, why are you bringing this up now? So what they do is they take whatever it is that you are trying to bring up and they attack what you're talking about. They attack your tone, the timing, when you're bringing it up, where you're bringing it up, so that you never get to bring up the topic of what you're bringing up, so that you're never heard, because then you feel totally frustrated. You never feel like you matter then. It's a way of devaluing you. It's a way of disrespecting you. If you think that this is so true so far, put "so true" in the comments. Another one that they'll say is, I don't like your tone. I don't like your body language. I don't like how you're standing. I don't like your posture. Again, it's something else to attack so that you never get to the point of what it is that you're saying. And number 6 is, you're so ungrateful, or some derivation thereof. You're so unappreciative. You don't know how good you have it. Something like that. It's always something around how great they've been to you and how much you don't appreciate how good they are, and something to make you feel guilty. And especially if you are trying to ask for something from them, you are trying to get them to be held accountable for something, you're trying to hold them responsible for something, or you're even asking for them to acknowledge you or acknowledge your feelings, even not holding them accountable, even just acknowledge you in any way. That's when you're ungrateful, you're unappreciative, you don't know how good you have it, all of those things. They become a victim. They become a victim. Somehow it gets turned around back onto them. So that's number 6. And number 7 is you can never let anything go. You can never let anything go. Or can't we just move on? You're always starting problems. Can't we just move on? Why do we have to think about this? Why do we have to dwell on things? If you want to try to bring up anything that's an issue, then the next thing that they want to do is just forget about it, move on. Let's just sweep it under the rug. Let's just move on. Let's just get to the next level. You'll see, it'll all be better. And just basically future fake you. You'll see, it'll all be better. And why do we have to dwell on things? Okay, great. I already said it would be better in the future. Let's just move on. You got what you wanted. I said, fine. Okay, it'll be better in the future. From now on, you'll see it'll be amazing. And they don't want to hear anything more about it. And, they just try to love bomb their way into saying the rest of the time it'll be incredible. And they just want to focus on that. And they don't want to hear anything more about you, your feelings, how they may have hurt you. They just want to think about the future. They want you to think about the future because they don't want to have to be, held accountable at all. They don't want to be held accountable. They want to be held responsible. And they really believe that if they can just get you to think about the future, that you'll just forget about it too, that they can just love bomb you back into thinking about the future and that you'll just forget about it and that everybody can just move on. And then they won't have to be held responsible for it, that they can just charm you with their charisma the way they did in the beginning, and you'll just move forward. And, they don't care about your feelings anyway. So what difference does it make? They just want what they want. They want you to be pushing your feelings back into their direction. They don't want to have to spend any time giving anything into your direction. So those are my favorite lines of a narcissist. Would love to know which ones are the ones that you've heard the most. Give me a comment in the comments below. And if you like this video, give it a like, give it a share, drop me a comment. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, make sure you do that now. Subscribe, hit that notification bell. And if you are getting ready to negotiate with a narcissist, make sure to grab my free Crush My Negotiation prep worksheet at winmynegotiation.com. And make sure to also join my free private Facebook group. Support is so, so important when you're dealing with a narcissist. So make sure to join that. Narcissist Negotiators with Rebecca Zung, which will drop links to all of that as well. Remember that they only win if you give in. So remember that today is a great day to start negotiating your best life. Okay? Wherever you are is the jumping off point. So you can do this. All right? So I will see all of you guys in the next video.